when it comes to cutting or logs, they controls that as well. Logs has to be a particular size. For instance, when it comes to mahogany, you have to obtain a license to do log cutting, point blank. When it comes to mahogany, because of the great value that mahogany has, they limits you as the license holder to a certain amount of mahogany.
How many years does it take for mahogany tree to grow?
Maturity, 100 years. 80,
100 years.
80 to 100 years.
Wow. Do you have quite a bit of mahogany trees?
Yes. If you obtain a license to cut mahogany, you would also obtain instructions to plant back mahogany. If you cannot plant a mahogany, you would not get license to cut mahogany.
How much does it, how much whatever the fee would be to cut down a mahogany tree legally?
I don't know. It's kind of a. First of all, it would be seized. They would seize it from you. I don't know what's the charge, but. From time to time, find some way out of to do it and get away with it, but you want to take the risks on you. Belize, back in early times, was known for a lot of mahogany. It was referred to at the time as red gold. Their time would not permit us to go to the cathedral. I don't think. What time do you have now? 3:15. Okay, we got 1 more hour. We should have time. Yeah, mahogany cutting used to be done in Belize, and what? I was running a bit late. I was driving. I passed the cop's car on the highway, and when I passed him about 70 miles an hour, he chases me. I will keep going, and he tried to get in front of me. He puts his light on, and I stopped. And I said, "What's the problem?" He said, "Man, I have a driver's license." I said, "What for?" He said, "You were running too fast." I said, "Let me tell you something, dude. How can you confirm?" He said, "We have cameras in the car." The hell with camera? Were you parked? No, you were driving. Only a speed gun can detect how fast I was going, and you cannot use a speed gun unless you are parked. So I took out my wallet, and he saw my police badge. I'm like, "Okay, sir, sorry, have a nice day." I'm not stupid, I know better. It's like you charging me for drinking and driving, and I wasn't drinking. I said, no, I told the judge, I said, no. I stopped at the bar, I was drinking, but when I done drinking, I jumped in my car and I drive. You can charge me for drinking and driving. Drinking and driving is driving, and you have the beer in your hand and drinking. You didn't saw me doing that. You could charge me for drunk driving. See, but you have to know the difference. Belize department store over there to the left opened their doors to the Belizean public in the year 1887.
1887.
What is that?
Department store. Over here to the right, this is Benny's Home Center. It's like Home Depot. To the left, Divine Mercy Catholic Church.
Do you have any Baptist church here?
Yes. Belize, we have every single religion and denomination. Baptist, Catholic, Methodist, Anglican, Jehovah's Witnesses, Adventists, Muslims, Mormons. You name it, we have it. Yep. Over to the right, BK Supermarket, owned by the Asian people. Gulf Hotel to the left, owned by Asian. Tell you how smart these peoples are. One of the most expensive a hotel ever has when it comes to maintenance. Beds. Yeah. Every single room you go, somebody just was having too much fun and break up your bed.
Yep.
I went to that hotel. You want to break that bed? They built a bed of concrete and just throw mattress on top of it.
Wow.
Yeah, they put it about 18 inches from the ground and has a mattress, and you can break that all night if you want to.
Was it? Can you feel the concrete? Was it comfortable?
Yeah, it's comfortable. But for sure, he ain't gonna be spending no money repairing beds. That's a local rum factory over there to the right of us. We make our own rum in Belize.
You all get British banks, American banks?
What? What's that?
Banks.
Banks, we have Canadian Bank.
Scotia Bank.
That's Canadian.
It's Canadian.
Yeah. Then we have Atlantic Bank. Atlantic is Honduras. Honduran Bank. We have International Bank of the Caribbean, that's Canadian as well. We have the Belize Bank, we have Heritage Bank. So when out, you would observe that it's pretty perfect condition to be that old. Okay, ma'am, you wanted your picture?
Yeah. This is the bridge to Belize City.
This is the Hall Over Creek.
And there's the ocean.
Over to the far left is the ocean, and we're presently crossing over the river. Here we have completely fresh water, and over there we have salt water.
This is fresh water?
Yes, this river is completely fresh water.
Wow.
And that's salt water over there. The river dumps out to the ocean.
Wow.
The who? Here we got a Popo checkpoint. Where they at? Probably over there sitting texting on his phone. Texting somebody's woman. I'm serious. Look over there, the little shed over there. He's not even there.
I guess he feels he's not needed. Your crime rate is not high.
Well, he's the happiest guy when they send him to this checkpoint. Don't got to do his shit. How many stoplights have you noticed in Belize so far?
None.
We were at one this morning. No, that's not a stoplight. Oh, okay. Yeah, they were just
Where was that stoplight?
in the city. We only have 5 in the entire country of Belize.
Stoplight?
5 stoplights.
I haven't heard not yet, so only 2 of them are working.
So do you get a ticket for running the red light?
Cops if they're just standing on foot, they can't catch us. So like, who the hell cares? You want to catch me? I saw the guy looked at me this morning because I made a right turn on the light. I'm like, yeah, you could look at me, but you could chase me on foot. You see on the highway patrol? My cousin, he shot the guy, shot himself, and he leaves the woman. He gotta be damn smart.
And that's why they killed the other man and they just end up in prison.
Oh, so they bury people on top of the ground
No,
here.
they are not. Remember we said Belize City is approximately 3 feet below sea level.
Yeah.
So we dug 3 feet because the burial hole is normally 6, right? We dug 3 feet because if you go twice, 6, your loved one will die twice. They will drown in 3 feet of water. So we dug 3 and we make up the other 3 feet of tomb. Use, guys, I have a question. This cemetery, I think we would agree, is full. Why is it that people are actually dying to get in here?
Why are they dying to get in?
Yeah, why are they actually dying to get in here?
I don't know.
Shit. Who wants to get in there alive? That's the only way to get in.
I think I'm one man now. Yeah, I can wait. I'll wait. This is full. I can wait.
The only thing in Belize, if you live, for instance, out in the countryside, folks, you are allowed to do your burial in your own yard.
For real?
For
Yes.
real?
Yes.
The body must be cremated first?
No. You can do a raw burial in your yard. Dug the hole, puts it in the box, it's all the ground covered it up.
Oh.
We need to change that law.
That's what it's been for years.
I don't want to live it like that.
Oh, you don't have to, that's your choice. If you want to put your loved one in your own yard, maybe you want to see mom in your veranda when he gets up in the morning.
But what I'm saying, my neighbor might want to do likewise. I still if he come home with that.
Well,
Then we decide to dig him back up.
no.
I don't even close to them.
Guys, that burial site in Belize, I'll tell you, when I was a kid, my dad would beat me, he could kill me. Don't ask me about passing near a cemetery. And I'll tell you now, that cemetery is responsible for a lot of birth. Yeah, I'm serious. Guys, they go and make babies on top of those graves.
A lot of birth.
If you want to go through there right now, you can find somebody else relaxing, sleeping on those graves. Like, no big deal.
No big deal.
No big deal. You find clothes there, some woman left their clothes there. There goes another baby was born. If the dead could have only talked. Guys, this is all the south side of town. I brought you here, I want to show where I live at. I live in this side. This is a football field. what Americans refer to as soccer. That's fight talking police football. That's the one of our local police station. The back there, this is where swimming pool supposed to be used. This is where I live right here.
Oh, okay. With your Swan truck.
Yeah, it was my Swan truck. This is the school right here. Over here to the left of us, guys, this is a drainage canal. This canal drains the water from the streets back out to the ocean.
So no underground tunnels, no underground sewage.
Yeah, we do have. It's just for it doesn't run into it. Has its own disposal area. It's just when it rains, the streets that it doesn't keep flooded.
School gets out early, done. It's only 1:15. Your time, right?
They should be back in school.
Oh, they're out for lunch?
Well, probably some of them are just banging.
Skip it?
Yeah. Over to the left of us here, this is our local vegetable market. That's where the local farmers will come in to sell their local fruits and vegetables. Over to the left of us is our bus terminal. That's where we get the local buses to go to the nearby villages and to the border. Every half hour, a bus departs to and from this location.
So your school kids can come out to have lunch?
Yes, it gets out at 11:45, 11:30 for lunch, and it goes back in at 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
They're late. Then you go back, it's 1:30.
Well, these kids here, it appears that they have probably some school activities. They're out early today.
Oh, okay.
These over here to the right of us, these are merchants from across the Guatemalan border. They come over here on a daily basis to sell kitchen utensils and things of that nature.
Did you say Guatemala?
Yeah,
How close are you to Guatemala?
86 miles away.
86 miles from
Yeah.
Guatemala?
This is the downtown area, sorry.
So they catch the bus?
Yes, catch the bus, yeah. For the most part, some of them will stay here till the end of the week and they will go back.
Oh, just live with family or friends?
Yeah, rent somewhere. This is the downtown area. This would be the local shopping area, basically the only shopping area.
Like downtown.
Yeah, this is downtown. This is where everybody comes to do their shopping.
Towns in the Caribbean look like.
These shopping areas are dominated by the Indians from India. Is that?
They don't need Guatemala. Do they need passport to come in?
Yes, the passport.
So most of your imports, they come from just around.
Yes. We do import from we import from all over. We import from China, everywhere else. This is the Belize Bank over here to the left. Over to the right, we have Ace Hardware.
This is the
CIBC to the right of us here. That's also a Canadian bank. We have another Brody's here in front of us.
All the people. I know.
What's that?
On your map. All those persons standing around and waiting on a bus or something?
Where? Over this way?
Yeah, to your left, there's a bunch of people
There's just a
standing,
lot of people.
No, they're not waiting on the bus. They're just
hanging out.
probably ain't got nothing to do waiting for somebody to gossip, man.
There's a lot of people to gossip.
I didn't really notice. Is it far over?
No, it's that yellow building. They were all lined up against that yellow building.
I didn't know. I didn't really notice it. So this is all the shopping area here we're in.
This is downtown.
Yeah, this is the downtown area.
It must not be far from the port, huh?
No, it's pretty close. We're almost there. Over to the left, the orange and white structure here is a Hindu temple.
Oh, this right here?
Right here. Over here to the right, we have Wesley Methodist Church. And over to the left, we have Wesley Methodist Lower School.
The school children is what?
Yes. Guys, I think you already realized since we're a Caribbean country, we does not have a president, we have a prime minister. Coming up here in front of us, the glass front structure, that's our prime minister's office right over here to the left of us. How much guards do we see here? None.
None.
That's because he needs none. Our prime minister at times, guys, could be found walking the streets alone. He just has one driver and a bodyguard. We don't see any motorcades of cars, bikes, anything going when he's going anywhere.
So long the Prime Minister's in house for.
He's allowed to run as long as he so chooses to. The general election is held every 5 years. Political parties are made up of 31 members. Members are elected, party leader is elected by the members. If that party wins election by way of vote, that leader automatically becomes a country's prime minister. He can run term after term after term. General election is held every 5 years. Municipal election is held every 3 years. Over here to the left, this is the St. John's Cathedral I was talking about earlier. It was laid in the year 1812. 1812. From 1812 until now, it's pretty much over 200 years. And I think we would agree that this cathedral is still in perfect condition. It's still being used up to this very day.
No replacement?
No. We does not have bricks in these areas. And look at the bricks, still looks pretty much brand new. As I said, these bricks was brought over and on ship that used to export mahogany from here and was brought back as ballast to balance the ship. This is what they did with it when they got here. Look at the windows, very ancient as well.
Wow.
And like I said, still being used up to this very day. Over to the right, the government house. That's where the governor used to reside. We no longer has a governor in Belize. It is now called the House of Culture. Used for historic exhibit, historic art tour, feature art collections, and things of that nature. Yes, we do have a Governor General. That's a representation of the Queen in Belize. Information will be passed to the Governor General from the Queen and will be handed down from...
He's been appointed or?
Yes, he's been appointed.
Prime Minister?
I think he has to be higher than the Prime Minister. The appointment has to come from higher than the Prime Minister, so more likely comes from somewhere over there.
Your present Prime Minister, how long has he been?
Well, this is his second 5-year term he's doing. Don't get me wrong, it's not because he's that good. It's that there's nobody that's really better. This is the Belize Tourism Board office. These are the guys responsible for all of our tourist activities in our country. Well, which politician is good? Exactly. That we haven't really found one that has proven much better than he is, so let's leave him there. We change the teeth for another teeth.
That's my country. So we straight them off. PD no better than Paul. Just how much you gonna walk from us this year? This time. If he walk 5, the next one's try to go for 10. No better.
Coming up here, guys, to the right of us, the first green and white structure we're looking at. This is the Magistrate's Court.
Where? Green and white?
Right over here. The Magistrate Court.
Where's your Supreme Court?
Adjacent to it over here to the right is the Supreme Court. Oh, they're having something out here today.
That's why we say.
Yeah, private courts.
All these people, so they just stay outside?
Probably some protest or something.
Yeah, he said public courts.
So they don't get to sit inside or anything?
No, there are some protesting or something they're doing here.
Yeah, but they got signs. So they're protesting something.
So that's the Supreme Court. That is the highest court in the country of Belize. There, guys, our judges still use long robes and wigs with horsehair.
We don't use the wig anymore in practice.
And we see the bunch of liars sitting on the outside. I'm lying lawyers.
Okay, well, let's move.
Man, that's why you didn't get to Belize, because you're a lawyer. Don't come here, we'll change your name.
Reno, do you still use the Privy Council?
Yes, we still does.
Okay.
This is the swing bridge, the only bridge in the Western Hemisphere that's recorded that is swung manually. If you look over to the right side of us, there's a bunch of sailboats. This bridge is being swung manually on a regular basis for these sailboats to pass from one side to the other. A bunch of about 6 guys, they will get a cranking handle and will manually swing this bridge. It turns crossways. Reasons for swinging is that these sailboats cross to go over to the cooperative that purchases your marine product that goes to Red Lobster and Long John Silver and those other places.
How often does it?
It used to be daily, but now it's on sponsorship. Over to the right of us here, Kikaka Water Taxi. Over to the left, the post office. The white structure here is the municipal court.
Municipal court here?
Yes. Look at the babies! Folks, I'm sorry we came to this point, but this had brought us to the end of our tour. Guys, on behalf of myself and the company that I work with, I sure do hope that I had met you all's expectation. I'd like to say thank you guys very much for choosing Belize, for choosing us to be a part of your vacation. Does not normally say goodbye. That means that I won't see you again. So long until we meet again, guys. When you goes back, please be sure to tell your friends what an unbelievable time you had in Belize. Don't expect them to Belize you. When they don't, you tell them, guys, you got to see it to Belize it. In other words, seeing is believing. Guys, take care.
That's us sometime.
Yeah, I should. One day you'll see
this is not where we started from.
Exactly. Here we are.
Come to that so one day.
And this is where we started. So guys,
Goodbye, Mr. Wendell.
goodbye as well. You don't have to. That was I can remember being in Memphis. That was one of the jobs that I was doing at Henning Myers. I was a repo guy.
Oh.
That was a hell of a job.
Ooh, you can get the shot. You'll take someone to stop even though they're not paying for it.
I can remember being chased with a hammer. I was in Mississippi.
Yeah.
I went to this guy's house. What did I came for? He was sitting in the sofa watching his television, and I came for the sofa and the television. And he chased me with a hammer. I was laughing when he first started, and when he persisted, man, this dude's for real. When he couldn't catch me, he went back and busted my windscreen. These cars that we see with the numbers on them, guys, these are the cars that you normally get a little bit drunk in the US. We smash them up, we go there, we buy them, fix them like brand new, and resell them. This is the Balkan Bridge. This is the same old Belize River. This bridge was donated by the Canadian government to build this bridge and was built by Belizeans. Guys, this is one of the bridges that separate the north from the south side of town. Now we are presently on the south side of town. Normally, the south side is considered as where?
The
Black folk.
The ghetto.
The hood.
The hood. We have no such thing in Belize. Guys, this is the south side. This is as bad as it gets. We don't have organized crimes.
Nothing hood about this.
Okay, let's get into it.
So everybody has each school has its own uniform
Yes,
colors?
either a different color or a different pattern of uniform. Guys, and I'll tell you what I like about the south side. For me, this is where all the ladies are. This is where all the ladies are. That's what I love about living here.
Keep you in the north.
Shoot, man. Old people don't even come outside. Over here is one for school. Guys, the ratio of female to male in Belize, we're looking at a handsome 10 to 1.
10 to 1.
10 female to 1, as in 5 plus 5 by 1.
So there's a,
Wow.
there's a lot
Look at how much woman you've seen so far. Look at this beautiful lady again.
there's a lot of cheating going on, huh?
Well, no need to cheat.
Maybe I said there's only one man for 10 women.
But that shouldn't be considered as cheating.
Sherry?
Sharing.
Sharing is caring, right?
Lend a helping hand to your brother.
Sharing is caring.
I mean that the ladies in Belize needs to pack up and move out.
Hell no, mine
They
ain't
need
going
to
anywhere,
look for
man.
a man.
Ain't nowhere for them to go.
Exactly. Where are they going at?
They're gonna look for a husband.
Where?
Then you can understand
I
the
don't
Bible
know.
saying accommodate 7 women to 1 man.
It's like that in the ATL too. Yeah, it's like
Yeah, it's 10 to 1 in Atlanta.
And it's that's the way it is. We outnumber men.
And the men themselves getting killed and they still dying, you know.
Exactly. You look at
Still
the
going the same way, you know.
you look at the death rate. You look at how much guys would die before a female. You can relate to the fact that now when you have forest fire, it gets worse.
Yeah.
You ever figure the reason why?
Yep.
Because it's never been burnt out. Fire is actually, those places are actually designed to be cleansed by fire.
A lot of time in the U.S., unfortunately, when they have wildfires, because it's set by on
Yeah, it's not necessarily.
cigarette.
Yeah.
So that's why they have a lot of controlled burns too.
Exactly. That's the purpose of
Okay.
it.
Yeah, they do have to control burn.
Because that's the way it's been set up. That's nature. The
Yeah.
fire is what to and when you out it, it just keeps getting thicker and thicker and thicker. So when you have the fire that does occur, it gets worse. So controlled fire is very essential. So for the most part, when these areas are on fire, we don't try to hold it. We just try to control it.
All of us. But I think sometimes
It's $1.50 Belize currency.
That's $1.25 for the jiffy now.
And you're going 15 miles.
What happened?
It's $1.50 Belize and you're going 15 miles to get to the city.
I told you when you go 15 miles an hour.
15 miles.
Walk fast.
From where we was at the Maroons, from that area to the city would cost you $1.50 US to get to the city where we're going at.